Y'all, it has been a minute since I went to the bins, aka the Goodwill outlet. Hey y'all, welcome back to my YouTube channel. My name is MOGIBETH, and for those of y'all who are new here, I own a six-figure reselling business selling mainly women's clothing on places like Poshmark and eBay. And in today's video, we are doing a good old-fashioned thrift with me at the bins. I just went to one Goodwill outlet for 5 hours, and I actually bought the most amount of stuff I've ever purchased in one bins trip before. I purchased 26 pounds. So I am going to take y'all with me to the bins. We're gonna do some thrifting together. Then we'll meet back here and I'll show you everything I got in the haul, and I'm gonna tell you what I plan to do with each item. Whether I'm going to resell it myself on places like Poshmark and eBay, or I'm going to consign it at places like Crossroads or Buffalo Exchange, or consign it online on places like Thrift. So without further ado, let's jump back in time and go to the Goodwill bins in order to thrift and find some hidden treasures. Hey y'all, I am at the Goodwill outlet. It is about 2 o'clock, and so they close at 7, so we are going to spend 5 hours at the Goodwill outlet and see what we can find. I am prepared. I brought snacks, I brought water, I brought my tripod, I brought my portable battery. I am ready to go. We are gonna have a good time, a good afternoon at the Goodwill outlet, and hopefully we find lots of good stuff. So let's head on in. Okay, so I was walking out of the Goodwill outlet and a teenage girl came up to me and told me she locked her keys in her car, so I had to call AAA, and actually didn't take that long, so that was lucky. But I did my good Samaritan deed of the day. But I stayed till 7. I actually got 26 pounds of clothing, which means that I paid the reduced price, which is good. And actually, I think, honestly, that might be the first time I've gotten over 25 pounds. So, kind of proud of myself. I didn't get anything that was like crazy great, unfortunately, but I'll tell you my plan for each item. And I think most of it is gonna go to Crossroads, so we will see. But I'm gonna go home. It's raining, it's cold, and I'm going to have a warm meal and maybe work on a puzzle. And I'll see you tomorrow with the haul. All right. Okay, so now time for the haul. I thought I'd go ahead and show y'all my receipt. I spent $33.80 on 26.2 pounds of clothing at $1.29 a pound. At our Goodwill, they differentiate the pricing based off if you hit 25 pounds or not. If you're 25 pounds or below, they price it one way, a higher price per pound, and then over 25 pounds is cheaper. So barely hit the mark, which was great. And I think that's the first time I've ever hit the mark. So a lot of this stuff I'm going to tell you, I am going to take to Crossroads because I think it's obviously the fastest way to make a return on your money. You can just take it there and get cash back, and you don't have to list, you don't have to do anything like that. And that to me is just really appealing right now, but also because I think Crossroads is a really great way to get higher end inventory, which is of course my favorite inventory to sell. So it's really efficient way. Last time I went there, I spent maybe 10 minutes going through some of the clothing, and I found 4 pairs of Madewell jeans that were marked half off, and it was just much more efficient than going to Goodwill. So I'm really enjoying not only consigning for cash at Crossroads, but also consigning for trading credit so that I can find better inventory. But some of this stuff I will definitely resell, so I'm gonna walk you through everything I found and tell you what I am planning on reselling and what I am planning on consigning. So I actually don't even know how many items I have. So at the end, I'll let you know what I paid per piece based off this $33.80 price. Okay, so the first piece is a pair of Madewell, and this is an old Madewell tag. But the reason I picked this up is because I see this tag all the time at Crossroads. They seem to really just take almost anything Madewell that I bring them. So I almost kind of got this to see if they would still take it, but it's a pair of skinny, I'll even show you, skinny jeans. And this is a really good example of what not to purchase to resell, because this particular item is completely flooded on Poshmark and it doesn't really go for much. So I would never buy these at the thrift, but I want to take them to Crossroads because, hey, if they will give me these and I can basically exchange them for a recent piece of Madewell jeans, then that's a great deal on my part. If they don't take them, then I'll just send them to ThredUp. And that's really my current strategy, because a lot of y'all ask, how do you decide what to send to ThredUp versus take to Crossroads versus sell? And I obviously want to sell items first and foremost. If I think it's going to give me a good enough profit margin and gross profit, then I definitely want to sell it, because that is the most profitable way to make money selling clothes. However, if I don't think that it's going to net me enough profit, or I think it's going to sit for a long time, but I think it's something that Crossroads is looking for, which tends to be really trendy clothing targeting a younger demographic, then I will take it to Crossroads. And ThredUp's kind of just my last resort. Some things can sell for a lot of money on ThredUp, and if you're purchasing it for under $1, you can make really good virtually passive income by just putting a bunch of clothes in a box, putting a ThredUp label on it, and then shipping it off. And it takes a little while, which is one of the downsides, but if you do it regularly enough, then you're gonna have a good cash flow from ThredUp. So I don't source specifically for ThredUp very often, but typically I'll take it to Crossroads first, especially something like Madewell or Free People. If they don't want it, I'll send it to ThredUp, and it tends to do pretty well over there. And I'm just gonna throw these on the floor because I gotta wash them still. These are just coming straight out of the bag. So next, I'm actually pretty hopeful for these, in terms of taking them to Crossroads. It's American Eagle. And last time I took 2 dresses by American Eagle to Crossroads, they took them both. But these are kind of a high-rise paperback plaid shorts, which I think are actually perfect for fall because you could wear them with tights. And I know that that was a trend that was in at least last fall, so it would be interesting to see if they'll take those. I feel pretty good about that. Next, I thought I would try out this, I think it's just a Target tee. It's astronomy tee, and of course, I think this is very much on trend, so I thought I would try it out, especially since it weighs so little, and just try to get a feel of what Crossroads is looking for in terms of graphic tees. I know when I've tried Harley Davidson tees, they've done really well in the past, and I think I've done a few other graphic men's tees that have done well, so I haven't tried too many women's tees, so I'll be interested to see if they take that. Next is a pair of Zara, and this is the newer label Zara. I talked about Zara in my bread and butter bolo brand video, which I'll link up on the screen, and I think these are actually going to be perfect to take them to. I could resell these, but I think I'm going to just take them in. They're this kind of hunter green pleated high-rise pant, perfect for fall, which is what Crossroads of course is buying for right now. This is a good example of something that I wouldn't buy at the thrift store, but I definitely wanted to try it at Crossroads. This is One State, and it's definitely kind of a more fall inspired floral long sleeve top. It's got these sheer puff sleeves with the smocked wrist there, which I think is very on trend. One State is a brand, again, that is sold at places like Revolve, but also sold at places like Nordstrom, so we'll see how that does. This is another Zara piece. This is Zara Woman, which is the tag I don't pick up too often, but for Crossroads I definitely will. And this is a wide leg floral high-rise pant. Okay, here's one I'm not taking to Crossroads. I'm going to resell this. This is Spanx, and I love sewing Spanx. I talked about that in my bread and butter video as well. And this is actually a size extra large, which is great. And it is a slip dress with this black sheer paneling on the top. So I didn't check comps on this, but seeing that it weighed like very little, and Spanx does really well for me, I'm excited. I'm definitely gonna get that listed up on Poshmark. Next is another Zara piece. This piece is gorgeous. I'm really actually tempted to keep it. What size is it? Extra small. I might keep this, honestly. It's got this crochet detailing along the shoulders, really cute, and then it has this really small collar with a tie, and it's just this kind of ivory short sleeve blouse. I think that'd be so cute tucked into high-waisted denim, just a really easy top to wear. So I might try it on after I wash it, but if not, I could check comps on it to see how it's doing on Poshmark, but it'll probably end up going to Crossroads because I think they would accept it, and I could probably find something that would just garner me a higher profit and profit margin over at Crossroads. Okay, the next one, I am not sure if Crossroads is going to accept this. It's Ila Ila, which is definitely not necessarily a brand to know. It's kind of just like a trendy, younger, fast fashion brand. But I thought this dress was actually really cute. It's a really pretty floral maxi wrap dress or faux wrap dress. And it's not exactly the perfect piece for the season we're going into, but I think it's, you know, it's neutral enough where it's not super summery, and they still have a maxi dress section in their store, which I'm sure they're always stocking, so I thought I would go ahead and try that. I'm assuming similar to reselling, maxi dresses do better than mini dresses for them, so maybe they will be willing to pick this one up. And then I got a little pack of masks just to keep in the house, especially for when we have guests over, because sometimes, you know, like when my parents were visiting, they would just run out of masks when we were out and about, and so just keeping these in my car and just having them on hand in case of emergency I thought would be good, and they're brand new, so why not? Okay, so the next one is a perfect example of a brand I never pick up for my closet, my reselling business, but I think should potentially be picked up by Crossroads, and that is Brandy Melville. You know, it just does not retail for enough for it to have a good enough resale value, but if Crossroads will pay me what, $6, $7.50 for it, then it will be a pretty good flip just pretty quick, and I can use that money to buy better inventory. Okay, this is a piece which I actually was considering putting back because I know for a fact Crossroads doesn't take it, and I should have checked comps before picking it up, but worst comes to worst, I think it should do well on ThredUp, but it's a good brand, just is not a good category by this brand. But it's Patagonia, and these are women's jeans. They're size 27, they're organic cotton, and they're a dark wash, and they are in good condition, but they are low rise. So I'm gonna check comps, and if I think they're gonna do well enough, I'll just pop them up on Poshmark and eBay, but if not, then I'll just send it to ThredUp. I can also check comps on ThredUp and just see what they're pricing Patagonia jeans for over there, and I can kind of calculate what my payout would be based off of that. Okay, next is another piece I'm going to take to Crossroads. This is Urban Outfitters. I believe that's one of their kind of newer tags, and this is just a sweatshirt pullover. It's got this kind of cute light pink trim along the quarter button front, and it has an elasticized hem so you can wear it with high-rise jeans. Pretty simple, pretty cute. Okay, the next one, again, I'm not sure if Crossroads is going to take it, but it is this graphic tee from LS, and this is a brand, it's, you know, a trendy streetwear brand out of the UK that's sold on places like ASOS. So I thought, okay, let's just try it out and see if they'll take it. I liked the kind of tie-dye color on the graphic, but if not, I'll just send it to ThredUp or I'll keep it. I was kind of contemplating throwing this back. Maybe I should have, but oh well, maybe it helped me just get over that 25-pound mark. Speaking of, this is something that definitely helped me get over it, and this is I'm going to keep. It is a 100% cotton throw that is brand new. It's in plastic. I actually looked this up on Poshmark just to see, is this a really good brand? But this was sold in a FabFitFun box, or it was like included, and so there's a ton of these exact color, brand new, on Poshmark. So I wouldn't list this on Poshmark, but if I found this brand actually in like virtually any other, you know, style or category, I would pick it up because it is a really good home brand that retails for a good amount of money. And really that's a category that I'm more and more interested in because there's so many more direct-to-consumer online home linen brands that sell things like quilts and blankets and throw pillows, and those things can retail for a lot of money. And so brands like Parachute or Brooklinen or Attitude, there's literally so many now. I remember like 5-10 years ago there were none, but anyway, it's a really interesting category, one that you can come across pretty easily at the bins, and so it's something that I want to keep my eye out for. So when I saw this, I wanted it for myself just because I think it's going to be really nice for Christmas. It's this forest green color, and I need more blankets, but I wanted to also look it up. Okay, so next piece, I'm on the fence if I should take this in or sell it. I think I might just go ahead and sell it because these are white jeans that are in actually excellent condition, and they are J. Crew, and they're a size 30, and this is the newer J. Crew tag. They are the curvy full-length demi boot, and I can look on the inner tag here and see exactly what season they are from, and they are from spring 2020. So that's actually, you know, fairly recent piece in excellent condition. So I think I might just go ahead and list those on Poshmark. Okay, the next piece I am probably going to just go ahead and send to ThredUp. I'm going to check to see how it's performing on ThredUp, but or you know, I might resell it actually. But it is Patagonia, another one, and these are kids, just fleece pants. Like they're something that you would put under a ski suit. They're a size kids 12, and last time when I purchased a kids Patagonia piece at the bins, it sold really quickly. And so I think Patagonia is definitely one similar to Everlane that it doesn't retail for a ton of money, but it just has a really good sell-through rate. And so who doesn't love selling Patagonia? I don't sell a lot of kids clothes, but hey, if I get it for $1 or less, then who cares? Okay, the next piece I definitely got for Crossroads last time when I did, and I'll link this up on the screen, when I did my bins to Crossroads video, I purchased a Who What Wear dress, and they actually took it. So this is something that's on trend. It's Who What Wear size 12, and I know they're always looking for larger sizes, and they do sell Who What Wear, which is a Target brand, but it's a trendier Target brand. And these are plaid pants with that kind of racing stripe on the side, tuxedo stripe, whichever one you want to call it. So hopeful they'll take that. This is a brand that has just performed so well for me whenever I list it, and this one might be an older piece, I'm not sure, I did not check comps, but I just decided, okay, I'm definitely going to pick it up because this is a really good swimwear brand that has performed really well historically for me on Poshmark Miracle Suit. It can sell for $50–$60 on average, maybe 40, but this is just a really cute one piece. And it does a really good job, I think, cinching the waist. And I think this one's a really good size too, so a 12D. So I think it should do well. I know it's not the perfect season, but I pick up for year round if I come across it, and I think it's good. So definitely want to try that out and see how it goes. Okay, this next one I'm going to take to Crossroads, but I don't know if they're going to take it, but I might just go ahead and sell it. If not, I need to check comps on it. But I love selling Ted Baker men's on Poshmark, and this is a Ted Baker men's. It's a size 5, which I think translates to an extra large. I always include the size chart with anything that I list from Ted Baker because they, similar to other brands like Carl Elliott or other ones, they do a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 sizing. So, which just doesn't really translate for a lot of people, so I always include a size chart and then convert the sizing. But this is just a floral t-shirt that has some stripes within it as well, so it's a men's piece, and yeah, we'll see if Crossroads takes that. If not, I will sell it. Okay, this next piece I think I'm going to resell, but I need to check comps on Poshmark. If not, I'm fairly certain that Crossroads will take it. I thought this piece was so cute. It is this Madewell mini corduroy skirt, button front with those patch pockets. So cute. It's a size 8. Someone told me what this was because I keep calling it wide tooth corduroy, and it's not. It's called like wide welt or something. If you're watching, please, or if y'all know, please correct me again. Maybe you'll actually stick. But I absolutely love this wider corduroy. I'm obsessed. Reminds me of the 70s, and I'm still obsessed with the 70s. Okay, I actually came across this exact pant when I was at Crossroads last time in my day in the life video, which if you haven't watched it, I'll link it up on the screen. So I know, or I'm fairly certain that they would accept it, but I think I'm actually going to go ahead and sell it myself. This is Adriana Goldschmied, and on here it says Contour 360. So actually when I came across this in Crossroads, I looked it up because I hadn't heard of it, but I think this is a new kind of line by Adriana Goldschmied that's supposed to, I don't know, contour you 360. But I have a lot of experience selling the Farrah Skinny High Rise, which is what this is, and in my experience it does well. This is a size 30, which is great. And it's just a dark wash that's in pretty good condition. There is some slight fading along the middle seam there, but nothing too crazy. Next is a brand I love selling, and I need to check comps. I might end up taking this to Crossroads, but I love selling Aloe. It does so well on Poshmark, especially. It was doing really well in the height of the pandemic, but I think it's still performing well for me. And this is just a crop top with, you know, some oversized sleeve holes and a ribbed cut. I'll probably, just because it's a top and tops don't typically resell for very much, I will probably just take that to Crossroads. Okay, this I bought for the purpose of taking to Crossroads, but if they don't accept it, I will then be forced to sell it and see how it does. So, I mean, I guess I could send it in the thread up, but I really just want to see if Crossroads would take it. So, I know there was a period in which Dickies were really on trend, and I think they still may be. I wouldn't be surprised. These are a pair of white Dickies overalls. Let me know in the comments down below. I'm sure some of y'all are screaming at me yes or no, but let me know. Are Dickies really still on trend? Yeah, and they do actually have a couple stains, but I don't think they're stains that can't come out. I was looking at them. They look really much like surface stains. So I will put some stain treatment on them and then throw them in the wash and see if it comes out. But they're actually in fairly good condition. So even if those little stains stayed, I'd still think I'd have a good chance of them being accepted at Crossroads. Okay, next piece I wasn't really considering picking up, but I just really like the neckline on it, and so I decided I'd go ahead and try it and take it to Crossroads and see if they'd take it. This is Michael Stars, which is sold at places like Anthropologie, Nordstrom, etc. And some of the pieces, especially certain tank dresses, do really well by Michael Stars, but this is just a top. But I just really like how it's off the shoulder, and it's a really pretty kind of white and red marled fabric that, you know, they're really stretchy, really comfy, Michael Stars. So I don't know, I've never seen this style by this brand before, so I thought I would go ahead and pick it up and see how it does, and if not, I might just look it up and see if it was sold on Anthropologie and maybe just go ahead and resell it or send it into ThredUp. The next piece could go to Crossroads or I could resell it. I want to look it up, but it looks like this is a brand I don't sell that much of or anymore. I used to back in the day. This is Athleta, but it just seems like a newer piece, and it's this beautiful rust color. And it is a turtleneck with a lot going on. It's got thumb holes. It's got different kind of contouring stripes going different places. So it just looks like a really well-designed piece in really good condition. And, you know, going into the colder months, these warmer athletic wear pieces tend to do well. So I want to look it up, see how it does. I think there's a good shot of them taking it. Okay, I did look this up when I was at the bins. It kind of went against my better judgment to pick this up because it only sells on Poshmark for 25 bucks. Because actually it's still on the website at Urban Outfitters and it's on sale for 29. So I can maybe sell it for 25 bucks. But I really want to experiment, like I was saying earlier, more with the home category. So I thought I'd give it a go, see how it does. Every time I do experiment with the home category, it does well. This is a tapestry from Urban Outfitters that has flowers on the side and then moons down the middle. It is super cute and very much on trend. I think if Crossroads took home decor, they would take this, but I don't think they do. So I decided, okay, let's just go ahead and pick it up. It's obviously a newer style and see how quickly it can sell on Poshmark. You know, worst comes to worst, I'm out $1 or $2. So okay, the next piece is another Madewell piece. I think I am going to take this into Crossroads. Let me check actually what season it's from. If it's from a recent season, it may be worth selling. It's from spring 2020. It's actually really cute. It's got very much a cottagecore vibe, a prairie vibe. Okay, actually I might try it on and keep it, or I might sell it on Poshmark, but it's really in flawless condition too. So that was a good find. Okay, I wasn't sure if I should pick these up or not, but really this brand does so well for me on ThredUp no matter what I send into them, especially if it's not a top. This is Lululemon, and I mean these are an older stock because they're very low rise. You can see that there. They are a size 2, very small, but yeah, just a pair of shorts. So, you know, I'll check comps and see how they do reselling wise, but I can try them at Crossroads. Crossroads, actually, I have noticed, doesn't necessarily take older Lululemon that often, but I can try it, and if they don't want to, ThredUp is always a good option for Lululemon. I am starting to pass on older Lululemon tops at the bins just because it's kind of hard to find a good return on that piece anywhere. But basically anything else by Lululemon, if it's in good enough condition, I'll pick up. Okay, so next is a pair of Urban Outfitters men's pants, and I think I've said this in every single video, but I believe that Crossroads is more inclined to buy men's just because they get more women's clothing coming in to be consigned than they do men's, and this I think is very much on trend. It's in really good condition, size 33, 32 skinny fit, seems like a recent piece. So we'll see if they take those, but I wouldn't be surprised if they did. This I was really on the fence of whether I should pick up or not. It is Sleeping on Snow. So recently I did a what sold video where I looked over an old haul and I told y'all what sold within the haul and for how much and how quickly it sold. Well, one of the few pieces that hadn't sold was an Anthropologie sweater. And it was an older brand similar to this one. It was Angel of the North. Sleeping on Snow is an older Anthropologie sweater brand as well. This is an off-the-shoulder cowl knit sweater. I need to look this piece up online, check comps on it, and figure out what I want to do with it. It's just a gorgeous piece. I mean, this would have been something I would have died to come across back in the day, and I think I still have some of that bias from when I was a reseller back in like 2017, 2018. But luckily I wouldn't have purchased this at the Goodwill thrift store. I guess I couldn't help myself at the bins. So I'll look it up, see if it does well on Poshmark. If not, I can try it at Crossroads, and then if it doesn't go there, I'll go to ThredUp. There's a website called Alex and Alexa, and they specialize in designer kids clothes. So they actually have a tab on their navigation just about designers that they carry, and this designer was on there, but also this designer was on there. This is Aiden and Anais. I found these two together, so probably from the same person, but this is a really cute, just really gauzy cotton onesie. And when I posted on Instagram, a lot of y'all said onesies are great to pick up, so I did. And this one, I don't think, this is just by Carter's, but I just really liked. This is a really cute yellow with floral print, which I would definitely put this on a boy or a girl. Just because it has a little pink on it doesn't mean anything. So I just picked up these 3 little pieces for myself. Okay, next is a brand I was so excited to find. This is a brand that's done well for me in the past. This is 3x1 or 3x1. This is a brand that's sold at places like Anthropologie, Shopbop, etc. It retails for a lot. It's a size 24, and these are really cute. They have a raw hem and are in just excellent condition. So yeah, I was very excited to find these, and I'll definitely be reselling those. This is a piece I will actually probably be reselling. I think it might be new because it has a little tag on it, but this is J. Crew. Again, with the newer tag. They've been doing this tag for a while, so it's not quite new, but it is in the newer tag. Yeah, this is from fall 2019, and it's just a really cute ribbed sweater with this puff sleeve, and again with the gathered wrist. So I might take this to Crossroads, I might sell it. I'll just have to check comps and see, and just look it over for flaws and make sure it's in good condition. Oh, this I got for myself. I'm getting into golf lately. This is just a golf top. Okay, again, this is Brandy Melville. So I bought this with the intention of taking it to Crossroads, but I think it's good going into fall, or really, I guess we're pretty much into fall at this point. It's a sweater, kind of a rugby sweater with a stand collar, cropped hem, and just those stripes on the sleeves. This, I'm actually going to be really interested to see if they take. I took this just off of the design alone because it doesn't even have a brand, but it is this cropped kind of fuzzy knit, which is very, to me, 90s, 2000s, which is very much in right now. Sweater in this kind of periwinkle color. So definitely going to take this to Crossroads and see if they take it. Yeah, I'll just be really curious to see if they do, because it doesn't have a tag. It does have a materials tag on it, but it doesn't have any kind of RN number or anything. So yeah, we'll see if they take that. I think this is the final piece. I looked this up actually on Poshmark, and it did really well. But this is a brand I never really even look up or purchase anymore. But this piece is a faux fur lined parka, and it's from a recent season, and of course coats are selling really well right now. So and it's in excellent condition, so I decided to go ahead and pick that up, and I'm either going to resell it or take it to Crossroads, and I think it should do really well. So Let me real quick tally how many pieces that is, and then I'll tell you what I paid per piece. So that was a total of 40 pieces, which comes out to 85 cents per piece. So really not too bad at all. I really don't think there's a reality in which I don't make my money back, if not a really good return. In fact, I think easily one of these pieces could make me break even and the rest would all be gravy. So before this video gets out, I won't have time to take this stuff to Crossroads. So if you're watching this, check my Instagram stories because I'm going to share on there what Crossroads decided to take and what they passed on. And that way we can all build a better collective understanding of how to do a thrift or bins to consignment business model, because it's definitely something that I'm still getting better and better at. And it's something that I really enjoy because it's just such a quick return and it's instant gratification, requires no labor on my part, just thrifting and shopping, which is the best part. So I will share that over on my Instagram stories. Make sure you follow me over there. I hope that y'all like this video. Make sure to give it a thumbs up and subscribe to our YouTube channel. And I will see y'all in the next one. Okay, love y'all. Bye.